Hey everybody, I'm back with Big Hoss, my Juki 1541S, and I'm getting ready to start a new project and threaded the machine, threaded a new bobbin. Let me show you what I'm using here. I'm using a Tex 90 in Coyote. Coyote's the color, top and bottom thread. So that's what I've got in the machine today. I've got a scrap of the upholstery fabric I'm going to be working with. And so what I wanted to talk to you about is just a good rule of thumb practice. Anytime you're setting up for a new project, you want to check, your thread, of course, and your needle are appropriate for the project. But what I want to talk to you about is this scrap of fabric. So important to have a scrap of the fabric that you're going to use. And just run a few test stitches. So I ran a few test stitches. The first thing I realized here on the right hand side here is my stitches were just too close together. So as you can see here on the left, I adjusted my stitch length to get the length I wanted. But the thing that really bothered me about these two stitches on the right is while the top stitches looked fine, when I looked at the bottom, I was getting these terrible loops pulled up. And I'll go down here and show you where it's worse. So my top tension and bottom tension were playing tug of war. So my top tension was too loose and allowing my bottom tension or my bobbin tension to pull this loop up. So I tightened to the right my upper tension until I got, here's the top, the front. Let me show you what I got on the back. Till I got a nice stitch on the back here with no loops coming up. So that's what I wanted. I wanted to make sure that I had a balanced stitch before I started my project. So just a good rule of thumb before you start any project, have the fabric you're going to use, the thread you're going to use, and run it through your machine. See what kind of stitch it's giving you, and then adjust accordingly. There's a lot of videos online to show you how to adjust tension, both the top and the bobbin tension. But I am a real big fan of just work with your top tension and only resort to your bobbin tension if you absolutely have to, especially if you're a new sewer and your sewing machine's new to you. But I do adjust my bobbin or my bottom tension sometimes, but I'm not going to go into that today. But anyway, just a good rule of thumb, test your fabric and thread out on your machine before you start your project. That way you'll make your project go a lot better for you. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you later.